For this project, our team decided to research and present Reshma Saujani. To start, we will be presenting some background on her personal, her educational, and her career path. Rashma Saujani is an Indian American woman who grew up in Schaumburg, Illinois. She is the daughter of Indian refugees that came from Uganda. She experienced many instances of racism growing up, and she explains that there were never many people that looked like them in the town that she lived in. She explains that this is where her activism began, and she founded her own advocacy program, PRISM. PRISM is short for Prejudice Reduction Interested Student Movement. She began her first march at the age of 12. To continue, I will be talking about Saujani's educational background. Saujani majored in both political science and communications at the University of Illinois. She then went on to pursue her master's at Harvard, more specifically Harvard's Kennedy School of Government, and to conclude her studies, she then went on to Yale School of Law and received her law degree. To conclude the first section of this project, I will finish by talking about her career background. Saujani began her career as an attorney and Democratic organizer after finishing her studies. She then went on and became the first Indian American woman to run for U.S. Congress in 2010. She has been a leading activist for 10 plus years and has dedicated her movements to fight for women's rights. She focuses on economic empowerment, closing the gender gap, and most recently has been shown providing advocacy and support for mothers that were affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. She is also part of the New York City Deputy Public Advocate in representing and creating innovative partnerships to support dreamers. She has been CEO of Girls Who Code, which was inspired after she went to visit public schools and saw the gender gap in computing classes. It is one of the largest and most prestigious nonprofits in the country.
All right, well, moving on, I'm going to be talking about the different companies that Reshma Saujani has been founded and has been a part of. While she is a very inspiring and hardworking woman, she has successfully founded multiple different organizations. With that being said, let's get right into it. Alrighty, so the first company I'm going to be talking about is Girls Who Code. Girls Who Code was founded by Reshma Saujani in 2012 and is an international nonprofit organization focused on giving rights back to women within the computer industry. This organization was created in order to not only minimize but also to mitigate the gender inequality within the technology industry. In doing so, Reshma and all those with Girls Who Code have successfully had almost 15 billion engagements and has inspired over 580,000 girls to pursue their dreams of being within the industry. Not only does Girls Who Code inspire women within the computer science industry to chase their dreams, but also provides outlets for girls who don't have anywhere to go. In doing so, she has successfully established clubs, camps, and various programs that the organization has to offer and that are offered on a multinational level. Previously known as Marshall Plans for Moms, Moms First was founded back in 2020 during the pandemic. The organization is a national movement that strives for economic reform as well as giving mothers the support they deserve and need when having children. Reshma Saujani says, "One thing is certain," and I quote, "A single policy plan is not enough. Moms need a movement," end quote. There is more and more of a gap between men and women when it comes to economic freedom. Moms First's main objective is to improve women's rights in the workplace, especially when having children while working. While Moms First strives for better conditions in all aspects of life, they focus on three specific environments that are clearly unfair for women. That being in workplaces, within the community, and culture, therefore changing the perception of women on a regular basis. In establishing the Moms First Foundation, Reshma Saujani has successfully engaged with millions of mothers and pushes to change environments for mothers more and more each day.
Next, we will be talking about Reshma Saujani's leadership style. Reshma Saujani is a transformational leader. The four factors in having a transformational leadership style consist of idealized influence, inspirational motivation, intellectual stimulation, and individualized consideration. Now I will be breaking down how Saujani implements all four factors within her leadership. First, we will be talking about idealized influence. Sajani has a vision to slowly close the gender gap, primarily within the tech industry, to inspire and empower girls to pave their own path and careers within the science fields. This vision creates a sense of trust and respect between Sajani and the team, as well as the overall goal, which is not to make decisions that would better the organization, but to make decisions that will better those who are within it, the team, and as individuals. Next, we have inspirational motivation. Sajani has a wide variety of goals and has accomplished great things as a lawyer, a politician, and a civil servant, which all show her power to inspire. Sajani uses her past experiences, passion, and dedication to encourage all of her girls to break through the barriers and to aim high. Her enthusiasm and charisma motivate her team and supporters to chase after their company's goals and their own to create an everlasting change. Following that, we have intellectual stimulation. Sajani promotes for her team and girls within the organization to not run from challenges, rather face them head on. She aims to get the girls engaged within their own ideas, to think critically, to innovate, to be accepting towards entering unfamiliar areas of creativity. And through that, she encourages intellectual stimulation. Sajani strives to help all women and others to advance their own skills and to open new doors that interest them. And lastly, we have individualized consideration. Through Sajani's vision and concern for the brighter and greater future of all women, it is clear that she strives to help each one of her team members to grow individually into their best self. Sajani shows her individualized consideration by taking the time to listen and to provide mentorship to others through her empathy and understanding. Overall, Sajani uses her transformational leadership style to focus on creating change and expanding new horizons, primarily for women. She wants to inspire and break stigmas, prioritize growing values, ethics, and create more open and just standards set for all women. She also drives to motivate women to open up, not to reach perfection, rather to embrace the imperfection and build off of their ability to try and fail as long as they persevere. Through Sajani's influence and inspiration, she hopes that she can empower the girls who have joined the organization to work towards achieving their full potential and aid to the cause of empowering all women to step up and chase after their dreams.
Emotional intelligence is defined as the ability to understand and manage your emotions, as well as recognize and influence emotions around you. Ximena embodies a leader who has high emotional intelligence. To get a better understanding of her emotional intelligence, we break it down into 4 key components: self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and relationship management. She demonstrates self-awareness by recognizing others' emotions and their effects on other performances, while she understands her own strengths and weaknesses in her leadership roles. She has many TED Talks and articles emphasizing on how she deals with self-doubt and imposter syndrome. Self-management refers to managing your emotions, particularly in stressful situations, and maintaining a positive outlook despite setbacks. This trait is demonstrated throughout the structure of her company's public speaking appearances and TED Talks. She embodies social awareness by having the ability to recognize others' emotions and dynamics. She emphasizes the narrative on how to be brave and not perfect. Lastly, she embodies that relationship management is critical to being a successful leader. It refers to her ability to influence, coach, and mentor others. Her demand to change the narrative of young minds to look for a different future motivates and empowers them to seek their potential outside of the perceived norms.
As I'm sure you'd all agree after hearing her story and these aspects of her leadership, Reshma Saujani is most certainly an effective leader, combining her particular style and emotional intelligence to transform bold new ideas into real-world change. Beyond these successes in both her political and professional lives, we can see that Saujani exemplifies an effective leader through her display of various attributes, chiefly among them being 3 of the most crucial leadership qualities pointed out within our course material: being supportive, charismatic, and having a strong emphasis on forward thinking. In offering support through her role as a coach and mentor to the young girls within her organization, Saujani is able to foster a nurturing environment, allowing them to gain and develop their skills, sparking a sense of empowerment within and, ideally, assisting them in pursuing their own career goals. In addition to her extensive qualifications, Soljani draws respect and support through her charismatic personality. Examples of this rousing charisma include the ideologies she's been known to promote, such as telling the girls within her organization to not run from challenges, but face them head on, and similarly, to be brave, not perfect. Having a charismatic personality, such as the one Soljani displays, enhances her team members' positive affect and their productivity. Thirdly, Soljani's emphasis on forward thinking, tied with her drive to have a transformative impact, has led her to pioneer programs critical for the development of young women in the tech industry. Her visionary approach not only inspires her mentees, but also attracts support and collaboration from the wider community. Through this, Soljani has been able and continues to effectively transform the landscape of opportunities for women in the tech industry, further cementing her as an effective leader.